we're going to talk about Gauss-Jordan elimination. Rather, we're going to talk about a video talking about Gauss-Jordan elimination. A quick aside, Carl Friedrich Gauss, pretty much the bee's knees. Now, let's talk about the video. Okay, so first of all, Patrick MJT gives us a really solid introduction. He tells us exactly what we're going to solve, and then he tells us how we're going to solve it. So what he says we're going to solve is we're going to solve this system, this 3x3 system of linear equations, by putting the coefficients and the numbers right of the equal sign into a matrix. Alright, sweet deal. So, this is exactly what his matrix looks like, only written in better handwriting. Sorry. So what he does is he very clearly tells us what the next step is and the eventual goal of the problem. The goal is to make this 3x3 matrix look like the identity matrix. We're going to do that by using elementary row operations. Now, in case you forgot, and Patrick also explains very clearly, the identity matrix is the matrix whose entries along the main diagonal are 1, and everything else 0. Once again, he's going to accomplish this using elementary row operations. Perhaps my favorite thing about this video, and probably the most important thing about this video, is that the entire time that Patrick is talking, he's writing, or the entire time Patrick's writing, he's talking. There's always two forms of confirmation going to the viewer. We've got the written part, and we have the narration. It's fantastic. So for example, while he's writing out -1 times row 1 plus row 2 makes our new row 2, he's saying the exact same thing. If you've taken any neuroscience, you know that there's two loops in the brain for acquisition. There's the visual spatial loop, and then there's the auditory loop. And if we have both those loops engaged, that's twice the learning. Double trouble. You can't beat it. It's very excellent narration, and it's very excellent exposition. This is a good video. At about the 3-minute 40-second mark, Patrick drops a gem on us. He says that linear algebra is great because there's a lot of ways to get to the same goal. This is very true, and I think this is a very good point for students to hear. Too many people are afraid of math. Too many people think math is this archaic set of rules in another language that they'll never understand. That couldn't be farther from the truth. And Patrick makes a very nice statement and says that, hey, you can do this in a lot of different ways. It's very good commentary. It's helpful and it's encouraging. Good stuff, Patrick. At about the 4-minute mark, Patrick catches a mistake that he's made. He's trying to add -5 to -5 to get 0, but it's -10. So he realizes that he should have multiplied one of the rows by -1 instead of by +1. Now, this is a small mistake, but he catches it before it throws his solution off. More importantly, he fixes his problem while narrating his correction. He's human, and he's fixing his mistake, and the viewer can very well identify with making a small mathematical error. We all can. So it's really good that he shows us his correction, and he takes it on the chin like a man. At about the 5-minute 15-second mark, Patrick shows us just how close we are to finishing this question. He points out that 0x plus 0y plus 1 times z equals 3. Very clearly shows that z must equal 3. Additionally, same thing holds with y. We see that 1y equals 2. This is a very good thing. It shows us we're on track, it keeps the people encouraged, and it just shows us that we're doing it the right way. It's good. Just before 7 minutes into the video, we've got it. Patrick actually exclaims, now we've got it. Done. Finished. We got the solution to the system. How did we do it? We used elementary row operations to turn the coefficient matrix into the identity matrix. Just this 3x3 matrix. These numbers gave us the values for x, y, and z. Patrick does a very good job of showing exactly how we got the answer. Then he shows us exactly what this tells us, and we've got it. Good work, Patrick. Alright, we've got everything. We've got all the solutions, we did all that work, and then Patrick comes back and he puts all the solutions right next to the original question. There's no doubt to what these numbers substitute in for. X is 1, y is 2, z is 3. I really like the fact that he comes back to the original question and shows us just exactly what we solved. We did everything we set out to do, and then we came back and we showed exactly what that was. I really like that. That's as good of a math video as I'm going to find online. Except for this one other website. Can't think of it right now. But really, Patrick says exactly what we're trying to solve. He sets our goal. He tells us how we're going to solve it. He makes one little mistake, but he fixes it, and he's writing and narrating the entire time. There's no way you can't learn something by watching that video. I want to buy this guy beer. Why? Because he makes math understandable. I wouldn't be afraid to watch his videos. This doesn't confuse me, and it doesn't intimidate me. It's a very well made video.